The way I see life most of the time is different from the way you see life. Sometimes life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to, someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on, let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is SHINA. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, discuss matters that concern your heart, and I guarantee you, you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday, and on Wednesday, and on Thursday. SHINA will be waiting for you.
Hey guys, my name is SHINA OYINLOLA, and I'm trying to let you know that Abntv do live stream events. Do you have any event coming up? Do you want somebody to do that for you? Live stream your event either to your own portal or to Abntv Direct. Call on us now. 346 426 5650. 346-426-5650. We'll be glad to help you out. Thank you.
Hello everyone, and good to know that you're there. I want to welcome you to this program. This is your program, our program. This is Sharing Life Matters with SHINA. It's always a great thing to know that you're not alone in this. I want to appreciate all of you, all my viewers, all my fans, all those of you that send chats, text messages, words of encouragement, telling us your stories, willing to even calling up or come here to share your stories. Honestly, I really appreciate you. It is just so overwhelming to know that you're there and that we're all in this together. Thank you very much. I want to welcome you to this program for tonight, and it promises to be a beautiful night. Now, this is a program that you do not want to watch alone. So don't just sit there all alone by yourself. Call someone, bring someone beside you. Discuss as we talk on. Hear their opinions. Bring up your opinions, and let's just all learn together. Now, this is a very positive program, and we're doing our best to reach out to homes, reach out to families, and just ensure that people are as happy as they could get, honestly. Now, domestic issue is a major problem in our society, and much as we talk about it, it is still there. No matter how much we talk about domestic violence, it probably will never be eradicated, but it can be reduced to the barest minimum. The only way it can be reduced is if you and I keep talking about it. We keep creating that awareness. We keep bringing up things that could lead to domestic violence. We keep making people understand what to do and what not to do. That will help a lot. Not only will it reduce domestic violence, it will save lives. And that's because, as I speak to you, some are going down tonight in the name of love it really doesn't have to be this way. Love shouldn't hurt no one, right? Love should make you smile. Love should make you happy. Love is a good thing. And like I would always say, if you have found love and the love is hurting you, find a way to go somewhere else so that you don't die young in the name of love. It is not worth it. Make sure you do everything within your power to make your relationship work. Let it work. Try. Go the extra mile. Make your relationship work. If you have to beg, beg. If you have to spend money, spend money. If you have to call on others to step into it, call on others to step into it. Just make it work. If however the journey is too tough for both of you to work on the same aisle, by all means, go your separate ways. It is better you live long as a single parent than dying young in the name of love. Good evening and welcome to this program. Do you have any advert needs, anything you want to advertise, you want the whole world to know about? Bring it on and we will advertise it for you. Certainly and surely we'll blow up your matter in such a way that everybody will know about it. It could be what you're selling, the services that you render, or upcoming programs, surely, or you have events like birthdays and wedding ceremonies. We can record them for you, advertise them for you, and just put it out there for the whole world. Talk to us today. Those same numbers we keep giving you, you can text to them or call them so that we can discuss. Hey, can I tell you a little secret? It is cheaper than what you think. And whatever business you do, it could be small, it could be big. Yes, we're in it. We will advertise it for you. Don't look down on yourself. Your business may be the upcoming one. Bring it on and try the power of advertisement. So think about it today, and we'll be expecting a call from you. I want to welcome all of you to this show. That is so we'll go on a break, and when we return, we're going to be discussing. But then, what are we discussing tonight? It's going to be a continuation of what we discussed last night. But then, we're going to look at it from another angle entirely. Fine, the lady was beaten up by the man. But hey, do you remember the way the story went yesterday? I'm talking about the story of Janet, all right? You remember the way the story went? We're not dwelling on the man beating her up tonight in a way. But then she was accusing the man, though she was justified later. She approached the man and she accused the man, and the man denied it. He denied it. He got very angry because she wouldn't stop mentioning the fact that the man did what he was claiming he didn't do. She didn't stop. When the man got angry, he stood up to go to another room just to excuse that moment, just to make sure that he's not going to do anything that he shouldn't do. But guess what? She followed and she continued. It was thereafter that the man got too upset and started beating her up. Are there things that really would provoke a man to beat up a woman? These are the things that we're going to be discussing when we come back from break. Hey, grab your phones tonight. Let everybody contribute. Janet is still listening tonight. We had a long talk as well, and now we'll tell you what we talked about. This is Shine Life Matters with Eshman, and I will see you at the other side of the divide.
Anu African Store níbi tí a ti ń ta oúnjẹ Áfíríkà lóníkan òjọ̀kan iṣu, ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, èlùbọ́, gààrí tó kan tó wọ̀nyí, ẹja tútù, ẹja gbígbẹ, pọ̀nmọ́, panla, ẹ̀fọ́ lóríṣiríṣi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ la ní àwọn èròjà inú ọbẹ̀ tiwantiwa tó pójú owó, epo pupa, tìmáàtì, atarodo, sọ̀m̀bọ̀, tàǹtàṣé, irú, ògìrì, àwọn ìrẹsì tiwantiwa. Bó ń fẹ́ ọ̀fadà, ó rí níbẹ̀. Àánú Olúwa African wọ́n ń bá ní ṣe oúnjẹ tẹ́ ẹ bá ní ṣíṣe. Oúnjẹ wọn dùn, ó pójú owó. Wọ́n ń ṣe home delivery fún ẹni tí ó bá lè wá. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó ń fẹ́ ra àwọn ohun èlò ẹwà ara tàbí ohun èlò ẹwà orí obìnrin, báàgì ìléwọ́, weave-on, jewelry, bàtà, aṣọ Áfíríkà. Wọ́n ń ṣe ẹwà irun orí fún àwọn obìnrin. Gbogbo ohun èròjà tí ẹbí rẹ nílò ni wọ́n ń tà níbẹ̀. Bó jẹ́ tọkùnrin, bó jẹ́ tobìnrin. àti tàwọn èwe pẹ̀lú. Àánú Olúwa African Store wà ní number 4917 Highway 36 South Suite B Rosenborg Texas 77471. Tí ẹ bá ń fẹ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ pè Janet lórí aago tó Janet lórí 832-858-645-643 tàbí 832-858-68455. Máa gbénú Amẹ́ríkà ló nǹkan Áfíríkà. Àánú Olúwa African Store àfọ̀ lónìí yẹn ìrọ̀rùn ló bá dé.
Making people happy over a long period of time makes us put you first in everything you do with us. We have badged multiple awards, sending and receiving packages.
Amgreen Logistics. We ship via air and ocean to Nigeria. We also ship within the USA via FedEx, UPS, USPS, Amazon, and DHL. Amgreen Logistics. We do instant money transfer to any part of the world with the best rate. We also do international driver license. Amgreen Logistics. We are at 11850 Business Street, Suite G, Houston, Texas 77099.
Check us out at www.amgreenlogistics.com or here at amgreenlogistics.com.
Telephone 346-374-7743 or 832-614-5180. IG at Amgreen Logistics _
Tell someone about us because we are
swift, affordable, and reliable.
My name is SHINA OYINLOLA. From January 1st to March 31st, your ad making will be $500 and we will give you a 2 weeks free usage on Abntv and all our platforms. Thank you so much for being there for us. Thank you for being there all the time. God bless you. And I want to let you know that we love you. We love you. We love you. Bye for now.
Marriage-based green card, family petitions, VAWA or green card based on marital problems and abuse, employment-based green card, naturalization, immigrants visa application, asylum, born hearing visas visa.
Samuel Agosha
Law Firm 10039, Business Street, Suite 337. Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 832-427-6224.
Samuel Agosha
Law Firm. Let us fight for you.
Welcome back. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I'm so glad that you're there. Now, there are some matters of life that we cannot but talk about. As a matter of fact, the whole scenario around this program is to reduce as much as possible the issue of domestic violence. So, like it or not, it is something that is predominant in the society, one way or the other. There's physical abuse beyond what you can imagine. A lot of people don't talk about it, but then it happens a lot. Hey, before I go on tonight, can I quickly establish it? And I will say it for like a zillion times if possible. There is no justifiable reason why a man should beat up a woman. Sincerely speaking, I don't believe in it, no matter how provoked. But then, that is me, right? What different people would take may be different from what others would take. And the limit of one is the beginning of the other one. People get provoked more than the other person. Of course, you must study and understand the person that you're involved with. If I've said it before, it doesn't have to do anything crazy to you, but when you watch him and he's doing things crazy to other people, that means that someday it's going to be your turn. Yeah? But then, whatever it is, hey, all the men listening to me tonight, hey, there is no reason. There is no justifiable reason. There is no real reason. There is no manly reason. There is no empirical reason. There is no psychological reason. There is no whatever reason to beat up a woman. You want to fight? Get in the ring. Wear the gloves. Face a man that is equal to you, or at least get a punching bag. Hey, maybe because of my researches, or because of what I do, almost every day there is a case of domestic violence, physical abuse, and this really has to stop. But for tonight, we're looking at it from a different angle. Felicia, if you're listening, I'm starting with you tonight. All right, when Felicia called last night, I remember asking a question that if a man cheats, all right, does that mean that he does not love? And she said, no. I mean, she's not supporting cheating, by the way, definitely. But she said, no, he could cheat and the love will still be there. Here's a question to you, Felicia, tonight, and every other person watching. When a man has beaten up his woman, can that love still be there? Or can a man that is in love beat up a woman that is in love with? Is it possible? Can we claim there's love when you go physical on that woman? All right, so I want you to hide that question at the back of your mind because we're going to be trashing it tonight. But then here's where we're going before I open up the phone lines. We're going to continue with the story of Janet. And where we're looking at it from this night is that she already made her case. She already approached the man. She already said to the man, hey, you cheated. And the man denied it. But she was hiding the evidence that she saw. And so the environment became tensed. You understand? And the man walked away, just like I have recommended before, just like most of us, according that they recommended, the power of walking away. The man walked away. It was at night. He couldn't drive it out. He didn't want to drive out. He didn't want to go out of his house, but he could go to another room, lock the door. And the lady still went there, banging at the door, yelling, you cheat, you cheat, you cheat. As at this time, she had not shown the proof. She had not shown the evidence of what she saw. It was out of anger. The man came out and couldn't take it anymore and started beating on her. The question tonight is this. Are there things strong enough to make a man beat up a woman? Hey, you can multiply this as many times as possible. I will not be here to justify domestic violence or physical abuse as it is. But then, are there things really that are strong enough, that could provoke a man enough? This case, for instance, is very classical. Why didn't she stop as when the man stood up to go somewhere? Why didn't she show the evidence so that the man would know that, oh yeah, caught in the act this time around? You know, she still had to go with him somewhere else. So what are the things that are so strong, particularly to those that can't imagine beating up their women? What are the things do you consider strong enough that will make a man beating up a woman? If you've done it before, hey, we know you've repented, okay? There is no shame about it. Let's talk about it. Let's just know how pushed were you? What really pushed you? Okay, let's cover it that you didn't do it, but you almost did it. You know, so what pushed you that you almost beat up a woman? I just want to know because, excuse me, much as we try to deny it, these things happen every day. Oh, did I just say every day? I misspoke. It happens every hour. There is a case of domestic violence. There is a case of physical abuse on a woman. It's not, I mean, I'm sure everybody will say, oh, report, report. Of course, we will continue to sing that song that you should report. You must report all cases of domestic violence. But that hasn't stopped it. No, it hasn't. So what are the things that are strong enough that will make a man, an educated man, a strong man, a real man, a modern day man, an official man, a classical man, a man that is wise, a man that talks, that smiles, that laughs, a man that is outgoing, a man that is sweet, that looks good, a man of whatever description you want to give it. What will make him raise his hands and beat a woman? And is it hidden inside every man? I just want to know, really, is it a trait that is hidden, totally docile until awakened? Is it in every man? Do all men have the tendencies to raise their hands and hit a woman? I'm almost not able to imagine it. But then, tonight is not about me. And I want to thank you, Janet. Janet is a pseudonym, but she knows that I'm calling her Janet for the sake of this program. Thank you very much for bringing the story. Thank you for watching tonight, and I do hope you find everlasting peace. By the way, Janet is here tonight, watching, and she's still confused. She's still confused as per what to do. She's in love with her man beat her up, she just doesn't know what to do. So if you still want to throw a piece of advice to Janet, she's there listening tonight. But our focus tonight is, what is that thing that is strong enough that will make a man beat up a woman? Let's open up the phone lines, and I do hope to hear from you. 2 lines are working tonight. 346-426-5650. That is 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. I'll say that one more time. 336-456-3800. Both lines are okay now, so you can call in and let's hear what your take is. Are there things that can push a man? Even though, now that man, hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say congratulations to anybody for beating up a woman. But the man tried. He stood up from where he was meant to be. He tried to walk away. He tried to walk away from the scenario. He stayed calm initially. The nagging was too much. He tried to walk away. And guess what? The lady she told me this herself. All right? So it's not that anybody's saying it on her behalf. The lady still went to meet him, you understand, to nag, to bang at the door, to call him cheat. At that point, he couldn't take it anymore. So I'm asking, what are those things that are strong enough that could push a man to do the unthinkable? Let us know. From time immemorial, I'm waiting on your calls, though. So I do call in 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. Before I run on with my point, don't forget what I also asked, based on what Felicia said yesterday, that cheating could be done and love is still existing. And I'm also asking, what about beating up a woman? Can you beat up someone that you love? Can you love and still physically abuse a woman? We just want to know this so that the more we talk about it, the more we learn. All right. So the lines are opened, and I do expect us to call in so that we can discuss this together while I wait on your call. Now, from time immemorial, people have talked about a woman that loves to nag. I am not sure, but somebody says that every woman nags. As a matter of fact, someone told me that the weather in Houston is like a woman. You can never understand them. That's what somebody said. Now, is it true that all women nag? And can nagging be too much that will provoke a man to want to raise his hands? Now, given that a man could be limited in the speech when it comes to verbal exchange, that's the work of a woman. You understand, if there's verbal exchange, she wants to talk more, she wants to abuse more, she wants to say things. Now, does it get too much? Nagging, for instance, does it get too much? What did the man do? I mean, he's remorseful. He's regretting it. He's been begging days after. He has bought flowers upon flowers, promising it will never happen again. But in this case, he did his best to move away. But the woman, again, let me pause and say, no justification for physical abuse. But then, let's write on. He moved away. He went somewhere else. But guess what? The woman still went there to nag. Does it get too much? Is it possible that it's too much? So that when we know that something is too much, then what do we do when it's too much? You walk away from me. You move away from me. You do without it. You understand? Ladies, honestly speaking, you must do everything within your power not to stay on the real track when the train is moving. An angry man is like a moving train. It may be difficult to stop the anger at that moment, the action at that moment, you understand, the display at that moment. So you must find a way to take yourself from the real track. Now, when a man is upset, fully upset, totally upset, the best thing to do is not to talk on. You will know when he's upset. You can tell. Everything about him has changed. He's looking like a man that you really don't know, you really can't understand. At that point, can you stop the nagging? I don't want to do this show all by myself tonight. All right, so I'm just checking on my phones and I'm sure they're both working. So I need you to call in and let's discuss this so that it's not my idea alone. Of course, I got a lot of points, but I just don't want it like my ideas alone while I wait on your call. Now, ladies, you would always know that moment when he's charged. He's like a bottled leopard struggling to come out. If you let the bottle burst, he's going to come out with force. Hey, when you have spoken, when you have said there is a time that enough, why would you go on and on and on and on, and particularly when you're beginning to get to his family side? Those things are too much. Hey, can I pause and say this again so that if you want to cut and paste, you will surely cut it as part of it. There is no justification for domestic violence, no justification for physical abuse. No, just like there's no justification for rape. No justification for children abuse. No justification, okay? So, but then, before a man will exhibit that kind of behavior, I'm not siding the men tonight. I'm just trying to get the women off the real track because the train could be moving. The trains don't stop suddenly, all right? So when you see that the man is truly up there, can you stop talking? Can you? Oh God, another person told me, and I don't mean to be hurt or abusive on the women tonight. Another person told me that a woman will say A in the morning, later in the evening, she also no, I actually didn't mean the A like that. I meant A square. You understand? Very unpredictable. Now, I want you to know that for every word you say, it's hitting the man in a very hard place. And you must learn to control when you're done with your point. You've spoken, you've insulted, you've abused, you've yelled, you've done everything. You should know when to stop, particularly when he has moved away. If he has moved away, let him have that moment. There is no justification for physical abuse, but then if you don't stop, you could push him to do the things that he really did not want to do. From what Janet told me, for every sense of the word, the man never had an intention to hit her. Her husband, in 10 years to come, never planned that it will happen. But some of you may want to argue with me that, hey, it's in every man. Oh, it's docile, it's just there when provoked. I do not know. But the man really did not plan. Something provoked him. So what are those things that will provoke a man? And I said nagging. You need to watch out for nagging. Speak a little and leave the rest. If you're not satisfied, go compose, go type, go send a mail, go text and send it later. You understand? I may not be able to read text messages. I'd rather have you call in, all right, to the program. So if you cannot, just keep quiet. Go write it down. Go do something. But then keep nagging a man could make the man to want to push. Hey, there is no justification for physical abuse. So I have elaborated on nagging. Nagging is a very big matter that a lot of people need to watch out from. You understand? If ladies could stop nagging, maybe there'll be less of physical abuse. Good evening. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman. Who am I speaking with and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Eshman. This is Felicia.
Oh, Felicia, good evening, and you're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Yes, I started with you. I don't know if you heard when I mentioned your name that you said yesterday a man can cheat and the love is still there. Can a man beat up a lady that he loves? Start from there, Felicia.
Yes.
The other caller, can you give Felicia like 2 minutes to make a point and you can call back, please? Yes, Felicia, right on.
Yes, like I said yesterday, though people will argue it that, no, you can't beat somebody that you love, you can't beat yourself. But at the slightest provocation, one can, especially between man and a woman, you know, when, like you are saying, you say, what can really provoke a man? Or
yes.
What can make a strong man?
What is strong enough that will make a man to beat up a woman?
Yeah. If you are rubbing it to his face, that is less of a man.
Whoa.
He would let you know that I am a man in charge. More importantly, you know, women will nag a lot, which is, maybe it's normal, it's part of us anyways.
Why are you guys proud of that nagging thing? Why?
See, I don't know how to put it. We talk. That's it. Maybe that's how we are wired anyway.
Okay.
That's how we are wired.
Okay.
You have some men, they have their fist, women have their mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. Man that controls his fist anyway.
Felicia, let's be fair. Hey, I just want to be known for saying this, no justification for physical abuse.
Exactly.
Now, if the women know how to use their mouth, shouldn't the men know how to use their hands?
The strong men control their fist anyway.
Why can't the women control their mouth?
We are trying to. God help us.
Felicia, you make it all interesting. Finally, Felicia, she's here. She's listening. She's on the program. Janet's husband has been begging. He has bought everything possible. Tried to even call people to beg her. You understand? Do you think Janet should forgive the man?
Honestly, to me, like I said yesterday, she needs to forgive. But it's only when there are red flags again before it gets to that state that it was before.
Okay.
Please take a leave.
Okay.
But she can forgive.
Okay.
They can still move ahead. Somebody that does something that pains you can still do something that will make you happy too.
Yeah, he's trying his best to change. All right. Felicia, I really appreciate it.
And let's hope so that it will change. But he should always be looking out for the red
flag. That's very, very important. Felicia, I really want to.
She should control her mouth too.
All women should control their mouth, right?
Exactly, all of us.
Felicia, I want to say a very big thank you. Thank you for calling into the show.
They are the head. Anyways, this modern day that we are saying, no, we are equal. Well, if you say you are equal, that's the problem that we are having in this time.
Try to be at par with the man, right?
God did not do it that way. It's not like that.
One of those days we're going to discuss that actually. Is a woman
That's
equal to
the
the man?
problem, especially in marriage. If it is a secular world or in your career or this and that, but in marriage, no.
Oh, wow. A lot.
There cannot be two drivers in a car. There will be an accident.
That's true. Somebody has to be the head and the other has to follow at every time. You're right.
Exactly.
You're so right about that.
Okay.
Felicia, I want to appreciate you and thank you. Thank you for calling to the show. Thanks for your support, okay? Yes, the other caller, you can call in right now. Someone was trying to call into the program while Felicia was on, but let's see if you can get that done. Now, Felicia made a very strong point. Most of us will not look at that point, but I would encourage us to listen to it again. She said one of the worst things you can do to a man is to say to the man, he's less than a man. Women, I don't know how you do it, but I think that's one of the, how do I put it? You know, when you call something a sacrilege, an abomination, the unspeakable, the untouchable, a situation you don't go to, you don't make a man feel less than a man. I bet you no man likes to hear that word. Even if he knows that he's less than the others, you don't make him feel like, hey, those are your mates are achieving things, how come you're not? You don't do that. So apart from nagging, right, which is also my second point, the words that you speak to him. When you're angry as a lady, Felicia was spot on when she said the lady has a mouth, the man has a fist. Of course, man, don't use your fist. And I will say it, if you have to cut it off, cut it off. Don't ever use your fist on any woman, okay? I don't mean cut it off literally, all right? You understand what I'm trying to say. But women, you need to watch the words you speak when you're upset. Do you know there are some words that are so painful that you cannot even imagine hearing those words? If those words come into you, they're like punches, and an average man will want to fight back. This is Shine Life Matters with Eshman. Good evening. Who am I speaking with and where are you calling from?
Hi, Eshman. Good evening. How are you doing today?
Very well, very well. Who am I speaking with, please?
Yeah, my name is Tayo.
Hey, Tayo. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
And congratulations on your birthday yesterday. I got your message and we wished you a happy birthday on this program. And thank you. And my viewers, all of you, if you're celebrating anything, you can always send us a text and we'll give you a shout out, okay? This is one family. Yes, Tayo, straight to the point. Are there things strong enough that will provoke a man to beating up a woman?
Well, when it comes to provocation, no one in this world is probably has the immunity to provocation. So you can actually see that most times, if you actually look at some societies or some clubs where they discuss about politics or football, at every slight provocation, anyone can do anything. And let's take an hypothetical example of what happens in our probably society. Let's take example of our corporate society. There are some exceptions of things you could actually discuss at work. Mm-hmm. One of which is politics, one of which is religion. Mm-hmm. So they actually avoid all of these they actually probably ban all of these to avoid certain level of conflicts. Mm-hmm. So at every point in time when there is arguments about some issues, they know it can lead to provocation, which can make anyone misbehave. So there are a lot of ways a lot of things that people could do to provoke each other.
But are there things that are strong enough that will not make a man get physical? People provoke people every day. Provocation is part of human nature. But what could be strong enough that will make a man hit a woman?
Well, the same provocation or the same incidents that will probably instigate a man to eat a man could actually make a man eat a woman, or vice versa. Okay.
So,
and I'm actually a science student, and I could remember that during high school days, they taught us something about Hooke's law. And I think Hooke's law actually says that provided the elastic limit is not exceeded,
yes,
that force is probably equivalent to extension. So there's a clause there, provided the elastic limit is not exceeded. So that means there's a limit in which you can actually pull the string.
I remember that science, yeah?
Yeah.
So when the elastic gets to its limit, what happens?
So most times, like not everybody will have the self-control to be able to do what is right at that point.
Okay.
So it is not something like, in most cases, I will always refer to issues of this world to be relative. So there's no way you can generally assess the same situation with the same perception.
Sure.
So different people, we have
different ways of reacting.
That would actually determine their action at such point.
Okay. Tayo, I'm going to ask you a very difficult question. Janet is listening. She's watching. She can hear you loud and clear. Her husband has been begging, seriously begging. He has bought a lot of things just to beg. That was his first time of beating her. And it turned out that he was actually guilty. So, what do you recommend? Should Janet leave him? Should Janet accept his apologies? Go ahead, Tayo.
That's actually a tough one.
I know.
It's a very tough one. So, well, she would be the one to decide on what she wants to do. But we can actually guide her.
Go ahead.
For her to take her decision, for her to actually decide on what to do. And what I will say at this point is this: it's 50-50. Because it's some school of thought actually believes that once that happens, it will continually come up in the future when you have such arguments. Some school of thought believes that. And some school of thought actually believes that, okay, this is first time of committing such offense. Sometimes when you have some probably traffic ticket and you go to the courts, they might actually give you warning and just say, okay, this is a first time offender. Let him go. So he's a first time offender. If they love each other enough, I mean, there's no reason why she shouldn't take him back. There's no reason. But like I said, it is still 50-50.
Okay.
She knows the husband more than we do, and she'll be able to take the right decision based on the antecedents.
So it's her decision. It's her decision at the end of the day.
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
So it is her decision at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is her decision. Yeah, it is her decision. But in as much as she knows, the husband's antecedents, so she can actually use that to determine what the next line of action would be.
All right.
But if they've been together for that long period of time and that has ever happened, and she actually admits that it was her fault for her to provocate the husband to that level, I mean, there's no reason for. I mean, sometimes when your child provokes you, you might actually spank before you actually know what you did.
Yeah.
You understand? So sometimes, by virtue of impulse, you might have taken some decisions, or you might have acted in the wrong direction.
Right.
And I mean, we should give room for for the man to. Let's give him another chance.
Okay.
To be fair, let's give him another chance, because we could all be provoked at any point in time to do what we don't want to do.
All right.
And at the admittance of the fact that she knows that she provoked the man,
she knows.
There's no reason to admit for you not to take him back. If I have probably a friend that happens to, that would be
your advice. Okay.
Because if you want to go to the next place, and unfortunately you go to the next place and you get this beating on a daily basis, man, you'll be stuck.
That's true. That's true.
So
anyway,
my advice: take the man back and keep enjoying your life. And next time, make sure that you all know the limits at which you can provoke each other.
All right. I really want to appreciate you, Tayo. Thank you so much for being a part
You're
of this
welcome,
program
sir.
tonight.
Thank you so much for what you do. We
That's
appreciate
right.
you always, sir.
Thank you very much. Happy birthday once again. Bye.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, we'll go on a very quick break right now. When we return, I'll pick the remaining calls. But before then, I just wanted to ponder on it, the things that we have discussed. Reduce the nagging, please. Again, Felicia advised, very, very importantly, never make a man feel less than a man. Tayo that just called has compared it to an elastic. When you draw it, it has a limit, right? And when you get to the limit, when you're going to fire, the stone goes faster because the energy is already built up. If you're provoking someone and he's getting to his limit, leave him alone. Enough said. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I will see you at the other side of the divide.
Organic fruits, vegetable and skimmed non-fat milk extracted by an expert with over 38 years of combined experience working with products and educational. Cleansed and processed without adding additives such as sugar, coloring and preservatives. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice in yogurt bag. Fresh, healthy and delicious. Our special juices includes green juice, energy booster, fusion juice, recovery juice, regulator juice, rejuvenated juice, organic carrot juice, organic laxative juice, organic kidney cleanse. Our fresh made yogurts includes pineapple yogurt, banana yogurt and coconut yogurt. Order now at 281-741-1037. True Grub Up, Uber Eats and DoorDash. We also do delivery or walk-in at 3320 Highway C South, Suite D, Houston, Texas 77082. Check us out at www.paddyspoint.co. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice in yogurt bag. Fresh, healthy and delicious.
Increase your world. Get ahead. Invest in yourself. We make it easy for you at School of Business and Technology, SB Tech, by making you have a flexible schedule, fast career in database administration, human resources management, nursing assistance, project management, computer support tech, A+, GED, ESL. Our place, your place, in person also. 9888 Business Street, Suite 460, Houston, Texas 77036. Call now at 713-808-9728 or 281-777-5822. Visit us at www.sbtech.education. SB Tech Job Placement Assistance is available.
Being a #1 in authentic African cuisine has made us not to stop dishing out the best to our customers. Check out some of our delicacies in African food today. We also cater for both indoor and outdoor parties. Finger Licking Restaurant 2.0. Check our all-day coffee tea spots are open on Sunday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Thursday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We deliver with Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grub Up. Finger Licking 2.0, 9817A, Business Street, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 713-270-7070. Come for an authentic African cuisine.
Welcome back. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and it's so good to know that you are there. Listen, I always don't like it when time goes and there's nothing we can do. The time is gradually going. And I must tell you, people are learning a lot on this program. I am washed with series of messages and things like that. Keep them coming, and thank you so very much for being interested in the program. Let's quickly wrap it up tonight. Of course, the phone lines are still open: 346-426-5650, 336-456-3800. We're looking at a case of, are there things that are big enough that will provoke a man to beating up a woman? And we've had a lot from the ones that I've caught so far. Of course, you can please do call in. Now, the analogy of the what's it called? The rubber, the elastic, or catapult, or you may want to call it. The farther it goes, the bigger the force that it will use to release the stone. Please, ladies, do not provoke to a level where he will not be able to control himself. Of course, we're not justifying it. We're only saying we can stop the train from moving by not starting it. Do not provoke beyond what he can do, what he can handle. Felicia has talked about nagging. It looks like every woman nags, but find a way to correct it. You look, if you're proud of the nagging, do you want the men to be proud of the beating? No, it's not. They are doing good in trying to stop the hitting of the woman. The women too, do your best to reduce the nagging. Just try. Just say a little and move on. All right. Now, never make a man feel less than a man. I mean, he will fight for that. He will do anything just to prove to you that, no, you got it wrong this time. Another thing I needed to mention quickly, the phone lines are still open, like I said, and I could still pick 1 or 2 calls, so do call in. Another thing that I needed to let you know, hey, do not refer to his family in a negative way. Don't. Try. As a matter of fact, a lot of people fight for their family. They actually don't fight for themselves. Ask an average man. He would take it when you abuse him, yeah, but when you are abusing someone that is a family member, he can fight. He can die for that. So you have a problem with him, deal with him. Don't refer to his family in a negative way, in a belittling way. Don't do that. Don't bring him down. Don't bring his family down before him. All right? Now, we're not even talking about you. Of course, you would have yelled at him. You would have abused him. But now you're referring to his family in a negative way, in a way that does not sound pleasant. He would want to fight for that. Listen, there are minor things like, okay, you didn't make the food and all that. He could actually go to bed without food. I'm not saying you should start making food for him. He could have an alternative. But words, most men don't know how to handle words. Those words are like punches in their brain. And if you don't stop them, they feel like you're punching them. And they can only take so much. So you need to find a way to divert your words. Now, Janet, I thought, since you're listening, and I do hope that people will call to talk to you, although the 2 people that called actually suggested that, hey, forgive him this time, so they said, I thought the man is wrong by beating you up. Of course, you know, like I know, like everybody knows. But I thought that the minute you found the evidence, rather than trying to do catcha, you wanted him to lie. He cheated already. You wanted him to lie. And you kept on without showing him the evidence, and he kept lying until the unimaginable happened. I think you should have just shown him, hey, here's what I found. Explain this. And that goes a long way. Almost immediately, probably will beg you, because now you caught him red-handed. But then, hiding the fact and waiting to see what he would do could be problematic. Like Tayo said, this decision is yours. But then, you know, from what you told me, the love is so strong, the love is so real, the love is so genuine. And that's why it really, really hurts, because you never knew that he could do that to you. Now, find a way. You must forgive anyway, right? You must forgive. As per living with him again, it's up to you. The reason why I said it's up to you, of course I want you to forgive. I want you to enjoy your love life. I really want you to. If I'm asking you, or anybody asking you here, to stay with him, and he did it again, or if he, you know, decided to just go mad because he has done it once, you can't blame anybody. You don't want to stay because they told me to stay there. There's some suggestions we don't give people. There's some advices we don't give people. We will rather want you to take your decision by yourself. But forgiveness, yes, you should. You must. You live in a house. You know who you're living with. If you think he will never do it again, go ahead. But if you're not sure that he's not going to do it again, find a way to step out. You don't want it to happen another time and you're blaming Eshman that, oh, Eshman told me to stay there. I won't give that advice. I will let you know verbatimly that the decision is all yours. But then you must please just forgive him. He has begged enough. He told me he has cried. He has bought flowers. He has gone on his knees. He has begged. He has called people to beg you and things like that. Please do forgive him. As for living together, well, it's up to you. I probably will talk to you after the show, but then that's up to you, okay? But please, ladies, next time, why don't you go straight to the point when you have a matter to iron out with your man? Iron it out in a decent way. You don't have to go nagging. You don't have to go name calling. You don't have to go banging at the door. You don't have to scream at the top of your voice. Why? You know, you're calling your husband a cheat, and you live in an apartment. Others are listening to you. And you're yelling and yelling and yelling and yelling. And others are hearing you. So you're embarrassing him within his family, and you're publicly embarrassing him as well. These are the things that will make a man to want to fight. Hey, no justification for physical abuse. I have said that severally. But then, next time you have a point to raise, you don't need to raise your voice. Raise the point, not your voice. You're talking to the man that is in front of you. You're talking to a man that can feel your breath. Why do you have to yell? Why do you have to raise your voice? Why do you have to make the others know the things happening in your home? You don't hear about theirs, but now you're selling. Now you're angry and you don't mind anybody hearing you. Hey, when the anger is done, when the fight is done, when you settle it, all those neighbors already know that your man is a cheat. Everything is all about playing it well. Be wise about it. And surely at the end of the day, if you truly want to enjoy your love, you can enjoy your love. Hey, man, finally, no man listening to me, no man that is a part of this show, no man that is watching me should, for any reason, raise up their hands to hit a woman. Never. It must not happen one time. Don't let it. All right? Because that one time may be the time that you will live to regret. So it's better you don't do it. I want to appreciate all those of you that worked with me at the studio tonight. Thank you, Georgina Bracco, for being such a wonderful person on the camera, on the computers as well. I appreciate you. Thank you, Bukola Sarah, for always being there, going about and organizing the commercials. I told you, Ehi Kowecho lost her mom, and so she's not going to be around for some time. Hey, once again, Ehi Kowecho, we feel what you feel, and we're here with you, okay? We do hope that God will see you through this period. SHINA Ayo OYINLOLA, that is our overall boss. We thank you very much for being such a good supervisor. Until I come your way next week with another matter. I have barrage of matters, people that have called me to give me their stories. We'll see about that next week. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I will see you at the other side of the divide. Good night, everybody.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Business Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.